you put this farm together for a specific purpose. You want to tell everybody about that purpose?
Yeah, a couple of things, man. First and foremost, I wanted to teach my sons, discipline, like, understanding how to create your own space, create your own, your system of support, your therapy, the things that really move and motivate you, and then to just have food. I think that one of the things that we don't value enough is what we're putting into our bodies. And so it was really, really important for us to know that everything that we grow is completely organic. We don't put any chemicals in anything. And then utilizing the resources that we have right here on this land, the grass clippings, the dry leaves, the food scraps that we use, the napkins, like all of those things, putting that right back into the soil so that the soil then feeds the plants, and then the plants then feed us.
Right. Yeah. Now you mentioned schooling for your sons, and you also mentioned farming. Why is that important?
Yeah, well, I've got 2 teenagers and they eat everything, right? And they want everything. And so, the purpose, for us is to just, again, teach them how to, have this skill, learn this skill. The one thing that people will always have to do in this world is eat, right? And, the more you learn, the more you'll grow, the more you'll be able to feed other people and be able to, reap the benefits of what you're doing.
Yeah. Have you always done this, like even before you lived here, or is this like, you just started doing it, when you moved here? Yeah,
no, actually, so this started back in like 2014. I had a property in Greensboro, and we didn't have enough space to, have a farm. We had enough space to grow things in some boxes. And the first couple of years, we screwed everything up. We didn't know how to grow a tomato. And I was the director of a program at UNC Chapel Hill. And every Tuesday, we'd take a group of kids down to a restaurant called Lantern Restaurant. It was on Franklin Street in Chapel Hill. And one day I asked the chef, I said, hey, I noticed you guys have all this good food coming in. It looks fresh. Where's this food coming from? And, the chef introduced me to the farmer, where the food comes from. And so the farmer, they actually own a farm called 10 Mothers Farm in Cedar Grove, North Carolina. She invited my wife and I out to their farm and not only taught us like how to grow things, but taught us the business side of growing. And so from 2014 till now, man, we've maintained that relationship. I was just out there a couple of days ago, spending some time with them, learning more about how to grow certain things and trying some new stuff. So I've been doing this for a while. But here on this property, we started this farm in 2020. The first year we had to cut back these trees.
During the pandemic.
Yep, right in the middle of the pandemic. It was real crazy during that time. But this property here was all trees. Like this area was full of trees. And so we spent the first year cutting those trees back and just letting the roots and the stumps decompose. And then we started planting into the field in 2021. Now, the first couple of years were a little bit of a struggle, but I think it was later 2022, early 2023, where we started really seeing some significant results from the work that we had been putting in out here.
Nice. Now, I've done a little bit of research on you. And I've been on your website and a little bit of your socials, man. And I see you teach purpose.
Yeah.
So why farming?
Yeah. Well, again, farming is a form of therapy for me, but it's also a skill, right? It requires a significant amount of discipline, a significant amount of understanding that there are going to be some challenges along the process.
For sure.
And I think that kids like really, particularly the youth that I work with and the youth groups that we've been able to bring out here, like you learn patience and discipline through the process of farming. And I liken it sometimes to raising kids, right? I'm out here checking on my farm every single day. Like even if there's nothing to do, I just walk around and look at my plants. Now I don't necessarily talk to my plants, like some people do. But I do come out here and nurture them and that sort of thing. But yeah, I think that, I've grown as a man, as a human, as a leader through just the patience and the discipline that farming requires.
Absolutely.
And it helped me become a better dad and a better leader.
The therapy is amazing.
Yeah, it is, man.
The therapy is amazing. Whenever there's a stressful time, I typically go out into the garden and I'm watering, or, even just yesterday, my wife was just like, hey, what we're going to eat? I'm going to get me some collards out the garden.
Cool.
So I take that time, not just take the time by myself, but I took out my daughter, Amaya, and we clipped the collards together, clipped some, some onions, and we clipped some peppers together. And it was like, I don't know, it kind of finished off the day good, because it went from high intensity at work, to like, I'm at home, bring it down, because I think as men, that's tough, especially when you're like alpha males, you're always getting it.
Right.
And therapy is amazing. Therapy
Yeah.
is amazing out of the garden.
Well, you know, and one of the things that that we talk about, you know, a lot. In fact, I was on a meeting here a couple of days ago. We talk about the mental health crisis that we're in right now, and like how can we better support folks who are going through mental health challenges. In fact, there are people in this world who go through things that they don't talk about, right?
Yeah.
You know, and
We all
it's,
do.
right.
Right.
And it's, I think it's important for us. You know, it would be great if we lived in a world where we forgave and accepted people just as
Forgave.
quickly as we judge them, right?
Yeah, sure.
And you know, for me and for the people that I've had an opportunity to speak with and to teach, you know, this process, I think that that really impacts their own mental health. And it impacts my mental health being able to share what I've learned over the years from my father-in-law, you know, from the farmers that I've, you know, connected with. I mean, there are farmers that I've cold called in other states, and I'm like, yo, you know, I know you don't know me, you know, but
Yeah.
my name is Chris, and I want to know how you grow watermelon. Like,
Yeah.
what do you put in the soil? How do you go about this process? Have you ever put fish scraps in the ground, and did it, you know, produce the kind of, or the quality of watermelon that you produce? You know, all of those sorts of things.
Yeah.
And for me out here, you know, beyond the mental health aspect, like when I'm growing my crops, I'm not focusing on quantity as much as I am quality. Like I
Yeah.
want my stuff to taste good, right?
Absolutely.
Because I don't care if I grow a gazillion peaches or carrots or whatever.
That's right.
If they don't taste good, then
Facts.
I didn't do my job.
Doesn't
Facts.
matter.
Yeah.
Facts.
So one of the questions I got from the YouTube audience was, how can working the land actually inspire young people? Now you kind of dabbled into that a little bit, but how can cultivating land inspire young people?
Yeah, so I had a session with a group of teens the other day, and I asked them a question. I said, who are you, right? And not a lot of people could answer that question without just telling me their name. And my second question to them was, what are you skilled at? What do you like doing? Like, what do you enjoy doing? Oh, I like playing basketball. I like eating. I like, you know, okay, that's great. You understand those two things or whatever. But what I want people to understand is that when you do this requires, again, a significant amount of discipline, a significant amount of patience. And once you learn this process, you feel a sense of accomplishment that you may not feel in accomplishing something else. It's not
Absolutely.
like passing a test in the class, right? It's like, oh my God, I know how to grow food. I know how to sustain myself. And with the administration that we have in place now,
Yeah.
it's even more critically important that we grow our own stuff, because we
Yeah.
really don't know what we're going to be eating.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, and this is a way, you know, for people to generate a source of income. You know, much like my sons are doing now. They're grinding. They're out here almost every day doing some stuff. Now, my oldest son might, you know, mumble
Yeah.
and grumble, you know, while doing some of the stuff. And saying, but
love
you know,
it.
when he has an opportunity to stand at a farmer's market and sell things, or you
Nice.
know, have opportunities to have conversations with people, and he earns money doing that, he feels good about himself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So would you say that, like, does the money actually inspire the kids, or does the process?
And I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's probably a combination of both of those things.
Yeah, but I think in the beginning though, they think it's going to be the money.
Yeah.
But then I think as they go through the process, I think they start to enjoy the process.
Yeah.
And then, you know, then they start to understand that the money is just like, this is just, you know,
And
it's just a reward.
Yeah, and it's our time as well. Like when
Yeah.
we're out here planting collards or carrots or whatever, we talk. Now we have guys
Yeah.
talk. We talk about life. We talk about football. We talk about basketball. We talk
Yeah.
about, you know, what moves and motivates us. We talk about when they get older and they have their own families, like the kinds of things that they'll do. And so
Oh, I love
it's
it.
really an opportunity for us to really bond and connect. And I think, you know, family is so broken now that you have to find opportunities, even in your busy life, you know, to connect with your family. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
this is what the intent, you know, of this world is connection, right? And growth and development in the process. And so I'm very pleased with having the opportunity to do this alongside my sons on a regular basis.